a lot of influencers over the last couple of years took a lot of the NFT, crypto, and gambling site money.
Yep.
They threw money at creators to do that. And we're seeing a lot of the damage that has done.
Yep.
Logan Paul is getting a lot of shit right now for his crypto zoo thing.
Yep.
The FaZe guys got hit pretty hard with their NFT and crypto thing. The Nelk boys got in a lot of trouble for their gambling thing. You never did any of that. And I'm sure they threw money at you. Huge money.
I got offered massive. Like, my management would tell me there's a lot of offerings. And I would say the biggest one in my market is there's online mystery boxes. And that was a big thing. And it went through a whole scandal. And I just never, like, I got offered. So when they first came out, I got offered to do a video. So I filmed it and I was like, this doesn't feel right. I sat on the video for like 2 weeks. I was about to put it out. This before I had a management team or anything. And then I was like, I can't do this. I was like, this is wrong. Like, it just didn't feel right. Where it's essentially the website is like, you pay $250 and they're like, it's a mystery box. You may get this $500 shoe. You may get like a penny or like something that's worth $80, a shirt. And it's just random. You click on it, pay with crypto or whatever it is. And I was just like, there's no way to guarantee if anybody can actually get something from this. So it felt wrong. And so I feel like I have a pretty good ability to like recognize when I feel like something's not right. Cause I just don't want to put myself in a scenario like Logan Paul, where I just feel like in his scenario, like his team should have seen some of these things. And like these people's teams should have seen the risks in some of these things. And like with NFTs early on, people might not have known, because it was a new thing, but it's still like
it smelled.
Yeah,
something's gonna go wrong.
Just
here.
the premise of it, and like I get like NFT is a picture of the blockchain. I think is a great thing to be able to trace back your transactions and the legitimacy of things. But then you just started getting like Logan Paul came out with Dink Doink, like an NFT, and it's like, bro, Dink Doink, and he made a song about it. It's like, and he's like, it's not, I'm not promoting this, but I love Dink Doink, like, and it's like, all right. So people are going to put all their money into this random coin thing. And like, I've put money into crypto. I've lost money in crypto, but I've never like taken on an NFT project, promoted it, because I have been offered. I've been offered anything that you see that people are doing. I've been offered
FTX and
it's just, and the FTX one is an even interesting thing. Cause there's like big creators like Stephan that was like a huge promoter of that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's weird. And I'm glad that I've been able to work through that, but it's still like every week there's something that I'm like, I have to just be cautious. And luckily I have a great team now that helps me with that. But it's trying to figure out, some people just want the money. Like if you get offered $100,000 to post a 60-second clip in your already video to just talk about this project, you'd be like, that's $100,000 I can make right there.
It's so hard to say
it's quick
no.
money. Like I know some of my friends in the space who were offered $1 million for Instagram stories to promote an NFT project, because he was very early on like I can't remember the names of them now. That's how it's gone away. The CryptoPunks. That was like the first ones that were like worth $1 million. He was all in on those early and all that, and he got offered $1 million just for like stories, and he would turn them down because he's like, I'm not going to promote something that's just going to scam people. But imagine $1 million for an Instagram story.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And to say no to it is almost just as crazy.
Yeah.
Because, and looking back, you see all the landmines that you just dodged.
Yeah.
Right. And you're like, whew.
Yeah.
That could have been bad.
100%.
But a lot of people took the money. And when I first heard about it, I was like, damn, that sucks. Like, they shouldn't have taken the money. But then you put yourself in that situation, and it's not easy to say no to the type of money people are throwing at you.
Yeah.
So again,
it's a lot
seconds.
of money. Like, and there's two sides of it. There's the people that are like, I would never do that, my moral compass. But then there's other people who are like, they look at it from their perspective. They work a regular job, and let's say they make $50,000 to $100,000 a year, and they're like, if I could just post 60 seconds and make $250,000, of course I would do that. But it's like, it's hard to look at it because there's people who are taking these things that also are already worth tens of millions of dollars, and it's like, well, did you really need to do that kind of thing? And when you look at it from that perspective, you're like, no, that was dumb. You should have looked into this, whatever. But from a creator, let's say who has under 100,000 subs, who's trying to like make it big, and they get offered this, not that much money, but they get offered a certain amount of money. They're like, well, I can make money. I need to pay my bills and all this. So like, I don't know. I can see. I'm just glad that my mind was able to like to take me in the right direction. So because like my biggest thing is I just try everything in my power not to steer my audience wrong, and I don't like I feel like I'm pretty good at not getting in controversy and stuff, and people like controversy because it makes them bigger. Look at Logan Paul, the amount of controversy he's been in. I bet you everyone in his building knows who he is, even if they don't know what he does. They know him from WWE, they know him from boxing, they know him from whatever. He's done all these things, and his brother Jake Paul, because they've gotten in controversy and gets their name bigger. So it's like I'm not like I have 2 million subs in the YouTube space. As far as big creators, not many people know me because I don't live in LA. One, when you go to LA, you meet everybody. It's easy. But I'm not in a lot of controversy, so I'm not like the news because I promoted this scam or this or that.
No drama.
Yeah, and I try not to, but like there's still drama inherently. It happens, but I try my best to like avoid that because I don't need that stress in my life. I can't. When a drama happens, I've had dramas happen to me. That's all I can think about. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm canceled, this or that. Like, and it would be over stuff that is like not even like I wouldn't even be canceled over. It's just like little things that like miscommunications or this or that, where like something looks bad in my video and I've like had to fix it. But look, it's happened like once or twice.
It just shows you're a good guy, you know?
I try to be. I don't know. I try to be. I think my parents raised me well.
How much responsibility do you think the creators who did take the crypto money, the FT money, shilled it to their fans, to their viewers, and they lost money? How much responsibility do you think they hold? Like, how much should they actually have looked into this before they did? Because they're not financial experts.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to a creator and taking financial advice from a guy that's not in the financial category, I don't know how much you could blame. Like, I don't know how mad I am at Tom Brady for shilling FTX. He's not a finance guy.
Yeah.
But Kevin O'Leary and Mark Cuban, Graham Stephan, these guys who are considered financial in the financial content creator space,
they're telling you where to invest your money.
and they're telling you, I think they hold a higher responsibility. But I don't know how mad I am at the guys that are not financial guys.
Yeah.
That shilled this stuff. I don't know. I don't know where that line is.
And I think when you look at something like Tom Brady, that has more to do with like his manager brought him. They're like, look, here's this deal with FTX. They're this back. They're this back. And FTX is, I think, a pretty unique example because like up until when they got exposed for everything, they, to the surface level, were like a great company that was making a lot of money and it worked. And then everything got exposed. But like, it wasn't like they were promoting something that wasn't working. Like when they were promoting FTX, it was like a working thing and all that. And I feel like Tom Brady's manager just brought him and said like, hey, look, they're going to give you $100 million to promote this. It's a platform to trade crypto. That's the future. And they have this history, so you know that it's legit. Easy. And Tom Brady's like, okay, got it. Sure. Like his team is probably doing all the vetting for him. And maybe his team is to blame. And maybe he still is also to have some blame because he needs to look into it also. But like, you think of somebody like that, like he's focusing on football.
Yeah.
But maybe the argument is don't promote something you don't look into. I don't know. It is tough to like decide. There are different levels of it depending on like who it is. But like influencers, I think, are pretty responsible. Like if I promoted one of those fake mystery box websites, that goes on me because I either didn't care and I'm willing to take the money for other people to lose it, or I just am negligent and just like think that it's actually good and it's not.